Hey, taking a break from working out to join us yet again, our good friend, Daniel Sorensen. This is how important he values, or how much value he gives to the BYU Sports Nation Karma. He is willing to step away from his workout. Daniel, what is up, man?
How you guys doing? Hey, it's not for anybody that I take a time out through workouts to talk to.
We appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. And honestly, all of BYU Sports Nation wants to know what's going on with you. What's the latest in your pursuit of an NFL roster with the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, right now I'm on a little break, trying to enjoy some time off before we head back to training camp. But yeah, just here working out at BYU, trying to stay in shape, and in about 10 days or so, a week and a half, head back to training camp in Kansas City.
What's the dynamic like of being, you are a Kansas City Chief, yet do you feel like you're fully on the team until you actually make the 53?
I feel like it. You're treated like you're a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
You're not treated like an outcast or someone who hasn't made it yet. So, I mean, I'm embracing it, and I believe, in my heart that I'll be a Chief when September comes. So, that's my focus, and that's what's on my mind.
So, Daniel, when you're at rookie camp and you're at official team activities, what's a day in your life like? When you wake up from when you go to bed, can you walk us through what you see and what you do?
Yeah, so we just finished our 6 weeks of OTAs and kind of our off-season training. But about 6 o'clock in the morning, I get up, eat a little breakfast, and kind of out the door by 6:20, and then head to the facility. Get there. It's about 25 minutes to get to the facility. So we're there before 7. I stretch a little bit. I roll out. And then we've got special teams meetings for about an hour, and then defensive meetings for about another hour, and then practice, which can take anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours, and then lunch, and then more meetings, and then we're done for the day. So about 3:30, we're about usually finished up. So from about 7 to 3 every day.
So basically your life is football and food.
Yeah. Yep, and then try and squeeze in some sleep in there somewhere.
Nice. Daniel Sorensen with us on BYU Sports Nation. Daniel, you made some plays that got kind of blown up on Twitter and in social media. You had 2 interceptions in one of your rookie camp practices, and then we heard that you intercepted Chase Daniel and took it back for a pick 6 when some other team activities got going. What has been the highlight of your time in terms of the best play that you've made as a Chief?
Well, so yeah, there's the pick 6, and I felt like that was a good play. Got a good jump on the route, and was able to catch it and kind of take it the other way. But there was one play, so they don't like a whole lot of contact, and they like to keep guys pretty, safe and no one hurt and stay off the ground and things like that. So there was a tight end came up, right behind the linebackers, kind of sat down, and I came, flying in right behind him. But if, I wasn't putting the brakes on, so I wouldn't have stopped. So I tried to kind of jump and get out of the way. I ended up doing like this little front flip ninja kick kind of thing, and then landed on my feet. Ended up landing on my feet just to try to avoid the contact and not get in trouble by the coaches. But so I would say that's probably my highlight. That's my favorite play that happened. I ended up getting in trouble for doing that because I was stupid. They're like, it's not worth getting hurt, so, but it was a lot of fun.
So you got yelled at anyway.
Yeah, of course.
That's how it works sometimes.
Guys talk about having a welcome to the NFL moment or whatever. Certainly that might happen in a game, but have you had that in practice or in the film room? Maybe it was that one of, hey, yeah, I'm sort of in the NFL right now.
Not yet, but I anxiously awaiting when the time that it does happen.
Have you had
Everything's been good so far.
Have you had a Utah BYU conversation with Alex Smith at all?
Yeah, I did. And he's a great guy. He came up to me in the weight room and was asking somebody, "Hey, is this a BYU kid?" And they're like, "Yeah, he is." He's like, What's your name? Is it Christensen, Jorgensen? I'm like, I'm like,
wow.
Sorensen, yeah.
Yep.
He's like, see, yep, there you go, right there, BYU. But no,
hilarious.
he's been nice and
That's
good to
great.
me.
That is great stuff. Daniel Sorensen, Kansas City Chiefs safety, wanting to make the 53-man roster and doing everything he can to get there for rookie camps and OTAs. He's on BYU Sports Nation again. Before we give you the BYU Sports Nation karma, Daniel, I'm interested to know, what are the coaches telling you that you need to do to make the 53-man roster?
There's a lot of things. Specifically for my position, they need somebody at safety that can kind of run the defense, be able to call the shots and take control and calm everybody down and make the right calls kind of in the heat of the moment. And then obviously work to contribute on special teams. That's a big part of the Kansas City philosophy is to be good on special teams, and we've got great coaches and things like that. So, work as hard as you can and on special teams and try and contribute, and then, be ready when they need you at safety.
Have you had a chance to show what you've got on special teams so far?
Yeah. We do special teams every day, and I've gotten plenty of reps. They kind of move me all kinds of different positions, which is great. Get to see a lot of different things, but yeah, it's hard to tell. Not a whole lot has changed, but I feel like I'm working hard, and hopefully the coaches are noticing that.
Is there an opportunity for you to be like, okay, look, I'm really good at downing punts. Like, I'll catch the punt if you let me do that. Like, can you, like, is it such a situation where you can say something like that?
I don't know. I've been
Give me
waiting to see if there's a moment, where I could be like, hey, guys, I don't know if you know this, but no. Or maybe, show them a clip or two. Or
hopefully
sure,
they know, right? Like, that's your special team's greatness.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. They've moved me in a couple different positions, but not sure if when it'll happen, if it'll happen, or we'll have to see. See if I can step in and show them a thing or two. But
and now, is it weird wearing red?
It is a bit different now. My wardrobe, my closet's a totally different color, but it's a different red. It's not your typical up north red. It's a little different.
It's a different Pantone, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So I feel a little better about that. But yeah, when I come back here, I'm definitely I got my blue on, and I go to the facilities and I still wear my BYU stuff, even though some guys are, hey, you can't wear that here. But
you're like, I was a captain, so
I will
yes,
do what I
wear.
want. Daniel Sorensen with us on BYU Sports Nation. I have some friends that live in the Kansas City area, and they consistently talk about how good the food is, barbecue. I've heard Andy Reid, your head football coach, talk about the amazing barbecue in Kansas City. What is the best thing you've eaten since you have been out there? I know you're back in Provo now, but what's the best thing you've eaten in Kansas City?
Well, Oklahoma Joe's is a must. It's kind of the staple of barbecue food in Kansas City. But if you want some, higher end, nice restaurant, you go to Jack Stack's. But I think I will have to go and see all of them just to see which one's the best. I'll personally take that upon myself to figure out which one.
Yeah, that's a really tough gig. That sounds difficult. We've been talking about who is going to be the leading tackler for BYU next year, and we've talked about how the inside linebackers are set up in this defense to make the most tackles. Wani Unga had an amazing season, 143 more snaps there. Who do you think ends up leading BYU in tackles next season?
Ooh, that's hard to say. I know the cat safety position. I got to give love to that spot right there. I might take my money on Craig Bills.
Oh, he would be a viable option
if he ends up playing the cat. What?
Yeah, he would be a viable option because he's He's a guy that loves contact. He likes to come up and hit running backs and make the play. Is the defense under Bronco Mendenhall designed in a way that Craig could legitimately lead the team when all is said and done?
I believe so. I think it depends on the teams that we play. You know, if you have a more, you know, spread out kind of teams where they're running inside zones and things like that, you know, that favors the inside backers a little bit more. But, you know, if you get a heavier set team that likes to run downhill and off the tackle, then, you know, that's right up Craig's alley, and he's had a chance to make a lot of plays this year, I think.
Is it a good thing if the safety leads BYU in tackles? Andrew Rich did it for 2 years, but the other 7 years under Bronco have been an inside linebacker.
I think it is. I think it is. I think a lot of plays are designed for the cat to make the play at the line of scrimmage, and that shows that you've got a great safety in that position if he's making that many tackles. A lot of people thinking maybe those tackles might be down the field or that's a bad thing. You know, they get past the D-line and the linebackers, but a lot of times, you know, those plays are made, you know, at the line of scrimmage or 1 or 2 yards downfield. You know, the cat safety can almost be looked at as, you know, a linebacker at times against the run, where he's coming down so heavy and hard that, you know, it's not that he's making a tackle 10 or 15 yards down the field just to save a touchdown, if that makes sense.
It does. Daniel Sorensen, Kansas City Chiefs safety on BYU Sports Nation, one of the team captains from last year, doing what he can to make the 53-man roster. I want to know, Daniel, what is the official date of your return? When do you report to training camp?
July 20th is when the rookies report, the veterans report the 24th. So I think we have a few days for the rookies to jump in it, and then the veterans join us. So July 20th. So I got about 10 more days before I head back.
What do you? Let's finish with this. What are you benching right now?
Well, I haven't been working out actually. So we finished mini camp, and then I took about a week and a half to go to Hawaii to see my cousin and Carrie get married.
Justin Sorensen and Carrie Hogan.
Yeah, that's right. So it's been a couple weeks before I've been in the weight room, so I don't know.
What were you benching?
I don't know. 300, 305, 315, something like that.
Nice.
Good grief. Well, that's well done. And for July 20th, to get you set, so you're ready to go when you report back, we now award you BYU Sports Nation Karma.
We rarely do it to non current BYU athletes. So this is special. This is special.
You guys ought to have a jingle or something like that, some kind of tune that you sprinkle on.
We are playing like these like Gregorian chants. I don't know if you can hear them behind you.
You can't hear them because you're on the phone, but there is a Gregorian chant playing. Oh, you hear it? Okay.
Well, it's because I just sang it.
Yeah. No, that is awesome. That's great.
Yeah, always nice to talk to you, Daniel. Congratulations on your success thus far, and a job well done thus far. Go and make that team, and use the karma, my friend.
I will do. Thank you. Appreciate it.